remember I was around 12 years old, back in 1968. I was a music maniac. I had just bought a guitar and I started to learn how to play, and I was collecting records. Now this was in Athens, Greece, and I always loved ballads, slow songs, love songs, and I remember acquiring a 45 RPM record, a beautiful song. It was called Anamnesis, or Memories, and what impressed me, I was reading the names of the artists. The singer was a man named Tony Pinelli, and the composer was named Evangelos Pitsiladis, and that name sort of impressed me. It's not a very common name in Greece, and I followed this composer around because he was very successful. He was making hits upon hits every time he would write a song, and he would sell thousands of records in Greece. And we were young, and we were dating and flirting. We were dancing to his music and falling in love. And these songs would always cling to your mind. You know, you'd hear the song one time, and then the melody would keep on going in your head. You couldn't forget his songs. He had this talent of writing something that would just stick to your head. And of course, I grew up. I started writing music myself. I started composing ethnic music, rock music, ballads. I put a band together, then another band. I've been very successful in Greece with my Vavouras band and with Johnny and the Cadillacs for the last 35 years. Now, about 25, 30 years after I had realized who Evangelos Pitsiladis was on his records, I had the chance to meet the man. And this was very interesting because we didn't meet on a professional basis or the music basis. We met actually as friends, and we became friends during the course of time. And we got involved with building recording studios for each other and trading and selling sound equipment. Then many years after that, as the date of today, which is like May of 2012, Evangelos Pitsiladis came to my studio, and I sat down on the piano and played a couple of songs that I had written. I always told this man how much I admired his work and his music, and how his melodies were so special and how they stuck to my mind until all the people I know that really loved his songs. And I played a few songs for him on the piano, and he liked what I wrote. And I think that's a big honor for me to, after all these years, to have this very successful and very talented man actually listen to my music and like my songs. And it's an honor for me that Evangelos Pitsiladis offered to use one of my songs in his next production and collection of original songs of his. And I'm very happy for that, because it means that all these years my songwriting was worth something too. And coming from a person with his success and his background and history, it's really good to have for my work. From 1975, he breaks the Greek boundaries and he goes to Europe, he goes to France. He produces and arranges and writes songs. He was very successful using a very famous soprano from the Belgian opera, Eva Brenner, and his work then was called Sporades. It was inspired by the Greek island Sporades, the most famous islands in the world. And he has worked since with very, very many famous musicians and orchestras from all over Europe. In the meanwhile, he still records popular songs, and he made a big hit with some of Demis Roussos' musicians. And if I remember well, the hit was called Yes I Do. It was very successful, and it's still being played on radios and playlists all over Europe.